India doesn't just exist, it explodes into your senses. The moment you think you understand it, it surprises you again. A country so vast, so colorful, so ancient, and so alive that even its own people spend a lifetime discovering it. India is not a destination, it is an entire world compressed into one nation, a civilization running for over 5,000 years without stopping. A place that invented mathematics, chess, and yoga long before the modern world existed. Today, we are going on a journey through one of the most extraordinary places on Earth. Welcome to India. India is officially known as the Republic of India. It is located in South Asia, bordered by Pakistan to the northwest, China and Nepal to the north, Bangladesh and Myanmar to the east, and surrounded by the Arabian Sea, the Bay of Bengal, and the Indian Ocean to the south. India sits at the crossroads of East and West, a position that has made it one of the most significant civilizations in human history. The capital of India is New Delhi, but India's true soul is felt across dozens of major cities, each with its own distinct identity, energy, and spirit. India is the most populated country on Earth, with over 1.4 billion people, more than 4 times the entire population of the United States. India alone represents nearly 18% of every human being alive today. India's population density stands at around 464 people per square kilometer. Compare that to the United States, which has just 36 people per square kilometer. India is nearly 13 times more densely populated than America. Despite its global power, India is still largely a rural nation. Around 65% of the population, roughly 910 million people, live in rural villages and farmlands. Only 35% live in urban areas. But cities like Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore are growing at an extraordinary pace, pulling millions into urban life every year. Religion in India is not just a part of life, it is life itself. India is the birthplace of 4 of the world's major religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Hinduism is followed by approximately 80% of the population and one of the oldest living religions on Earth. Temples are everywhere, from enormous ancient stone structures with towering carved facades to small neighborhood shrines tucked between shops. The smell of incense, the glow of oil lamps, and the sound of bells fill the air across every Indian city every single day. Islam is followed by around 14% of the population, nearly 200 million people, making India one of the largest Muslim-majority populations in the world. Beautiful mosques rise alongside temple towers across every major city. Sikhism, born in northern India in the 15th century, gave the world the Golden Temple in Amritsar, covered in real gold and surrounded by a still reflecting lake. It is one of the most breathtaking religious sites on the planet. What makes India remarkable is not just its religious diversity, it is how peacefully these faiths coexist. Temples, mosques, churches, and gurdwaras often stand within the same neighborhood, and festivals from multiple religions are celebrated together across communities. The Indian currency is the Indian rupee. $1 US equals approximately 83 to 84 Indian rupees, making India an extremely affordable destination for Americans. A full restaurant meal can cost just $1 or $2. Luxury hotel rooms cost a fraction of what you would pay in any American city. India's economy is the 5th largest in the world and one of the fastest growing. The Indian diaspora in America is one of the most successful immigrant communities in U.S. history, contributing enormously to American science, medicine, technology, and business. India is also the world's largest producer of milk and spices. The turmeric, cumin, and cardamom flavoring American kitchens every day, most of it comes from India. India's literacy rate stands at approximately 77%, a remarkable achievement considering it was just 18% at independence in 1947. Male literacy is around 84%, while female literacy stands at 70%, a gap that continues to close every year. The Indian Institutes of Technology, the IITs, are among the most prestigious engineering institutions on the planet. Getting into an IIT is considered harder than getting into MIT or Harvard, with 1.5 million students competing for just a few thousand seats every year. India produces more engineers and science graduates annually than almost any other country in the world, making it one of the dominant forces in global technology and innovation. India is generally a safe country. Life moves at different speeds depending on where you are. In Mumbai and Delhi, the pace is relentless. Traffic, ambition, and energy fill every hour. In villages, life slows to a community rhythm built around family, farming, and tradition. And everywhere, from luxury hotels to roadside stalls, you will find chai, spiced milk tea with cardamom and ginger, that is not just a drink, but a daily ritual of connection and calm. Family is the foundation of Indian society. Multiple generations live together, elders are deeply respected, decisions are made collectively. This human warmth gives India a sense of belonging that feels rare in the modern world. Indian women are among the most beautiful in the world, and their beauty is as diverse as the country, from fair-skinned elegance of Kashmir to the deep, radiant beauty of Tamil Nadu, from the sharp, striking features of Rajasthan to the soft grace of Bengal. Every region carries its own timeless standard of femininity, celebrated for thousands of years. The sari remains one of the most elegant garments ever created. 6 meters of fabric draped in a single continuous piece with no buttons or zippers, moving with the body in a way that is simultaneously modest and breathtakingly beautiful. Modern Indian women are setting global fashion trends. They mix traditional gold jewelry with contemporary outfits, blend ethnic prints with modern silhouettes, and wear bold colors with total confidence. Indian fashion is having a major global moment right now. Indian bridal fashion deserves its own mention. Heavily embroidered lehengas in deep reds and royal golds, layered gold jewelry from head to foot, intricate henna patterns covering hands and arms. An Indian bride does not just look beautiful, she looks like a living celebration. No bridal tradition anywhere in the world matches its color, craftsmanship, and visual impact.
India's landscapes feel impossible for a single country to contain. In the north, the Himalayas rise like walls of ice and rock, some of the highest peaks on Earth, feeding glacial rivers that nourish the entire subcontinent. The silence at altitude is sacred and total. Move west into Rajasthan, and the Thar Desert stretches for hundreds of kilometers. Golden dunes rise and fall like frozen waves. Sunsets here paint the desert in shades of orange and red. Night skies fill with more stars than most people ever see in a lifetime. India's coastline is one of its greatest treasures. Surrounded by sea on 3 sides, thousands of kilometers of beaches line its shores. From the palm-lined golden sands of Goa on the Arabian Sea to the pristine, untouched beaches of the Andaman Islands far out in the Bay of Bengal. The Western Ghats run along the west coast, ancient mountains covered in dense tropical forest, waterfalls, tea plantations, and wildlife. India is one of the last countries on Earth with significant wild tiger populations. Its forests feel primeval and alive. India experiences almost every type of climate on Earth. Northern summers are intense, regularly crossing 45 degrees Celsius. Then comes the monsoon, one of the most dramatic weather events on the planet. From June to September, heavy rains sweep across the country, filling rivers, restoring lakes, and feeding hundreds of millions of people. The first rain after months of heat is welcomed with genuine joy across the country. Autumn brings pleasant temperatures and clear skies, and Diwali, the festival of lights, when millions of lamps and fireworks transform the entire country into a glowing vision. Winter is mild and beautiful across most of India, with snowfall in the Himalayas and perfect beach weather in the south. The best time to visit is October through March. The Taj Mahal, Agra. The Taj Mahal is widely considered the greatest monument to love ever built by human hands. Emperor Shah Jahan commissioned it in the 17th century for his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died in 1631. Over 20,000 workers spent more than 20 years building it. White marble was brought from Rajasthan. Precious stones from across Asia were set into its walls in intricate floral patterns. The Taj glows pink at sunrise, brilliant white at midday, golden at sunset, and silver in moonlight. The reflection pool in front doubles its image in still water, creating a vision that feels dreamlike. Standing before it for the first time, most people go completely quiet. Some cry. It earns every word of praise ever written about it, a monument not just of marble, but of pure human love. Varanasi, the Eternal City. Varanasi is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, over 3,000 years old. It sits on the sacred Ganges River and is the holiest city in Hinduism. Every morning before dawn, thousands of pilgrims descend ancient stone steps to bathe in the river and pray in rituals unchanged for centuries. Every evening, the Ganga Aarti ceremony fills the ghats with fire, incense, bells, and chanting as priests perform one of the most ancient living rituals on earth. Boats crowd the dark river as the flames reflect on the water, and flower offerings drift downstream carrying small lights. Watching this ceremony changes something inside you permanently. Goa, India's paradise coast. Goa is unlike anywhere else in India. A former Portuguese colony for over 450 years, it carries a unique cultural blend: whitewashed churches beside Hindu temples, Indian spices mixed with European cooking traditions, and everywhere the sea. Long stretches of golden sand meet warm, clear Arabian Sea water. Palm trees lean over the shoreline. Colorful beach shacks serve fresh seafood meters from the waves. Dance in India is prayer told through the body. Classical forms like Bharatanatyam and Kathak use precise footwork, hand gestures, and facial expressions to tell mythological stories without words, art systems thousands of years old, requiring years of dedicated training. Bollywood dance takes these roots and adds infectious modern energy that spreads globally within hours of release. Cricket in India is not a sport, it is a religion. When India plays, the country stops, streets empty. Every run and every wicket carries the weight of national pride. The IPL, Indian Premier League, is the richest cricket league on the planet, watched by hundreds of millions worldwide. Sachin Tendulkar, considered the greatest cricketer who ever lived, was worshipped with an intensity no athlete anywhere on earth has matched. Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma carry that torch today. Cricket in India is not watched, it is lived. Chess was invented in India 1,500 years ago. The number 0 was developed by Indian mathematicians, the foundation of all modern mathematics and computing. India is the world's largest democracy, with over 900 million eligible voters. The Kumbh Mela pilgrimage gathered over 200 million people in 2019, the largest peaceful human gathering in history. In 2023, India became the first country to land near the moon's south pole, and India did all of this while being home to more vegetarians than every other country on Earth combined. India challenges you, moves you, and overwhelms you, and then quietly, permanently changes you. It is ancient and modern, spiritual and ambitious, chaotic and deeply beautiful. A country that holds entire worlds within its borders and still breathes like one. There is no place on Earth quite like it. If you enjoyed this journey through India, subscribe to the Urban Facts for more country stories every week, and tell us in the comments which country do you want us to explore next.